Hello. Today I'm going to show you a brief overview of the iPhone 4S. I'm not going to do an unboxing because obviously we all know what comes in a box. I mean, really, I don't see the point in showing what's in a box. It's a charger and headphones, really. Everybody knows that. But what I wanted to show you was what people don't really review in the phone operating system. If we go into it, you have the normal slide to unlock, of course, and now they give you these little secondary slides, like you can do a message or hanging with friends, even Facebook, and they show you all across the screen. And you can set how many you want, but it only can go up to the bottom, so maximum of like 6 or something. So if I slide to unlock it, I can go in, enter my password, and here we go. These are messages I've sent and received. Now, if you can see here, I'm using iMessage. This can be done from iPhone to iPhone. If I text my friend with an iPhone, it'll show delivered, and if he or she reads it, it will show read and the time it was read at. I find this extremely handy, so now you know when people are ignoring you. If you send a picture, it goes over the internet, so it's almost instant if you have Wi-Fi. You can just tap it and go straight in. You can zoom in, zoom out, move around. You can even save the photo, which is handy. Now, if I want to go out and reply, I can now do so with Siri. I can just tap this. That marshmallow looks great, period. You can say period, question mark, exclamation point, comma, it'll put it in. It doesn't write the word out, it'll actually place it. The one thing I don't like about Siri, if you say OMG or LOL, things like that, short acronyms, it will capitalize it, and I don't understand why. I mean, nobody does that. Why would the phone? I don't understand why it does that. But what I do like is the weather. Will it rain tomorrow?
It doesn't look like it's going to rain tomorrow.
I just think that's handy. But what I think is weird is that it was 60 the next day, and it won't tell me that it's cold. I'll ask it if it's cold, and it'll say no. Will it be cold tomorrow?
No, 64 degrees doesn't seem all that cold.
I mean, I guess if you're a northerner, that's not cold, but I live in Florida. Anything under 70 is freezing to me. Now, what they've added in here is this little slide down bar. Yes, it's very Android-esque, but I mean, it gets the job done, and it still looks much better than Android if you ask me. I can clear it by just pressing these X's, and it will have multiple. If I have multiple Facebook messages or anything like a like or someone's commented, it will list them all, not just one, not just the newest, and I will have to go in and clear them all. Now, here they have the stocks, and for some reason they don't allow you to customize this. I don't want it there, and I can't do anything about it, but you can scroll around them, and I do like the weather up here. You can scroll over and it'll show you the week, and it'll just show you what's going on now. You can tap it and it brings you to the weather. Which brings me to the second part. Within the weather app, they've now added the whole hourly forecast. That never used to be there, and I find it handy. Now I know at least when it's going to rain. And you can of course add in new areas, but I just have it set to local because I don't really care what other people's weather is. What else is new? This news stand. There's no way to get rid of this. For some reason, they give you the option to put iBooks into folders, but newsstand, I can move it around, but for some reason I can't put it away. And I don't understand why I can move every other app, and put it into a folder and not newsstand. I mean, you can glitch it up and hold this and maybe put that there and then hold it. And then it's in a folder. But I mean, it doesn't even show up there for some reason. When you put it in the folder, it's blank. But it'll show when you open it. I don't understand what's going on there. I don't want to have to do any strange type of movements just to get it into a folder that should already be able to be done, but whatever. Now, within Photos, you can now edit them. I can go to, say, a photo I took earlier. I just hit this little arrow bottom left. I can email, message, assign a contact, use as wallpaper, you know. But now at the top, there's an edit button. I can hit the little magic wand, and it's instantly brighter. I mean, it was already a bright photo, so nothing much is gonna happen, but I can rotate. And I don't know what that is. Okay, red eye. Don't have red eye, so whatever. Now, FaceTime app. Within Messages, you now have the option for iMessage, which allows you to read any message from another person's iPhone, iPod, or iPad on all of your iPod, iPad devices. It's sent to all of them. Read receipt, that's my favorite part of iMessage. The part where you can see if someone's read your message and you can send to them that you have read your message. Send to SMS. Now, what I want to talk about is iMessage failures. For some reason, my iMessage, I'll be having a great conversation, it'll be going fine, and then out of nowhere, I'll be in this exact same spot I've always been in, but it'll just decide it doesn't want to send anymore. I'll get a little exclamation point to the right of the message I've been trying to send, and for some reason, it doesn't want to send. I can hit the exclamation point, and it'll let me send as a text message, but then I don't get the features of iMessage. It'll change the color, it goes from blue to green as an SMS indicator, but it's not going to show me that they've read it, and it takes a while before it actually allows you to send it as a text message. So you've wasted a lot of time, and what if something happens, it's an emergency. I don't understand why it doesn't automatically do it after one fail. So, not sure what's going on there either. Now, within Sounds, there are new ringtones. If you go through these, it'll show all of them, and now it gives you the option for alerts. These are all the text tones, pretty much, and within the text tones, you have the new Twitter tweet noise, and a few other new ones, and then they give you the ringtones also now. But I mean, who wants their text tone to ring all day? That's just annoying. And then everything else here is really similar to what it used to be. Now, if we look at the on and off switch, that's been spiffied up. It used to be just really a basic looking switch on off, but now it has detail, it has hues, it has different shades of blue, it has a fancy looking circle, which is different colors also. They've just really enhanced the look. They've added more color, they've added more detail, more shapes, just made it look all around nicer. Now, as you can see, at my house I'm connected to a microcell. That's because I have poor signal, but I did a few speed tests of AT&T's network outside of my house, and they've surprisingly been great. On my iPhone 3G, I would be getting 0.1 megabits per second, things like that, and it was insanely slow, but now it's just incredibly quick, and you can hardly tell the difference between my Wi-Fi network and AT&T's 4G. because this is technically a 4G phone, even though it doesn't display it, these speeds have been surprisingly great. There's a few 1 megabit per seconds, but all around it's been amazingly improved. And I'm in the Tampa Bay area, so this is great. I mean, they've also done some incredible enhancements with the call quality. My calls, everyone I would make on my iPhone 3G would drop, and I mean literally every single call. It would say call failed. I'd try and make a call and it would just literally instantly not ring. It would say call failed. Now with this phone, the only time I ever see that is if I'm connected to my microcell, because for some reason that thing doesn't have a good signal. Like, I have to be right next to it for it to send anything. Text, calls, I have to be next to it. But everything else has been dramatically improved. Now, with the screen off, I can push the home button twice. Now this little camera icon comes up. I can tap this, and it brings me to my camera, of course. But the cool feature of this is you get full camera functionality. You can do everything. I mean, you get the flash, you have the options for HDR and grid, you have the front camera, and you even have the option for video. Now, if you take a picture and you want to view it, it only shows you the photos you've taken.